In the shadowy world of drug trafficking, few names are as infamous as that of Adolfo Fito Macías Villamar, the notorious Ecuadorian drug lord. A figure cloaked in notoriety and fear, Fito Macías is the puppet master controlling the strings of the notorious criminal gang, Los Choneros. His reign was seemingly unassailable until a few weeks ago when he dramatically escaped from a prison in Guayaquil. This daring jailbreak sent shockwaves through Ecuador, triggering a surge of violence that led the government to declare an internal armed conflict. But Macías's reach extends beyond the borders of his home country. His web of influence is rumored to stretch all the way to Mexico, with alleged ties to the infamous Sinaloa cartel. These connections have only served to heighten his infamy, painting a picture of a man deeply entrenched in the international underworld. But every story has two sides, and while Fito remains at large, his family has not been so fortunate. So, on a seemingly ordinary day in a gated community near the city of Córdoba, Argentina, the tranquility was shattered. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the serenity of the suburban enclave was disrupted by an unexpected flurry of activity. The peaceful ambiance was replaced with the buzz of federal police, their presence a stark contrast to the calm rhythm of the community. The reason for this sudden disruption? The family of Adolfo Fito Macías Villamar, the infamous Ecuadorian drug lord, had been discovered. His wife, Inda Mariela Penarieta Tuarez, and their 3 children were thrust into the spotlight, their quiet life in hiding abruptly ended. Dressed in civilian clothes, the federal police moved with a sense of urgency and purpose. Their mission was clear: to intercept Macías's family and escort them onto an awaiting Air Force plane. The operation was swift and precise, every move calculated to ensure the successful execution of their task. As the family was led away, the reasons for their sudden expulsion remained veiled in mystery. The Argentine authorities, maintaining a tight-lipped stance, did not provide any specific reasons for their decision. The Ministry of Security, represented by Patricia Bullrich, promised a press conference later in the day, hinting at the possibility of more details to be revealed. Under the watchful eyes of Minister Bullrich, the Air Force plane roared to life, its engines echoing through the night. The family was swiftly ushered on board, their fate now in the hands of the Ecuadorian authorities. The plane, a symbol of their impending return to their home country, began its ascent, its silhouette slowly disappearing into the night sky. As the plane disappeared into the night, the echoes of Fito's criminal empire were felt far and wide. The story of this infamous family, entwined in a web of crime and power, serves as a chilling reminder of the far-reaching implications of the drug trade. Deported back to their home country, the family of Fito Macías found themselves thrust into the heart of a nation grappling with an internal armed conflict. The wife of the notorious drug lord, Inda Mariela Penarieta Tuarez, along with their 3 children, Michelle, Ilsa Maria, and Leon Sejam, who are aged 21, 12, and 4 respectively, were flown back to Guayaquil, Ecuador. This deportation is not merely a family reunion, but it sends ripples through the ongoing conflict in Ecuador. With the family now back in the country, questions arise about the potential impact on Fito's criminal operations. Are they merely pawns in a high-stakes game, or do they hold a more significant role in the narco kingpin's empire? Moreover, this development further complicates the already volatile situation in Ecuador. The country, already reeling from a surge in violence following Fito's daring prison escape, now has to contend with the return of his family. With the government declaring an internal armed conflict, the presence of the Macías family could potentially escalate tensions. The implications of this deportation extend beyond Ecuador's borders, impacting the international war on drugs. The ties between Fito and the Mexican Sinaloa cartel, one of the most powerful drug trafficking organizations worldwide, suggest a complex web of alliances and rivalries. The deportation of Fito's family may disrupt established dynamics, forcing a reshuffling of the underworld deck. Yet, amidst the uncertainties, one thing is clear. The chessboard has been shaken and the game is far from over. The players are positioning themselves, alliances are being tested, and the stakes are higher than ever. As the dust settles on this dramatic event, the world watches and waits for the next move in the complex chess game of international drug trafficking.